Right, time for a bit of mailbag. So I've got a few items here. So I've got no idea what they are. We'll find out. So this is a tape for the Brother P-Touch. This one's black on clear, apparently. I thought I'd give this a go. I've always just purchased original, genuine Brother tapes, but I don't use a lot of it. You know, I've only ever purchased a couple really, and there wasn't. I mean, there's nothing wrong with them, but they're expensive. And when you buy a P-Touch, it's pretty cheap, but the cost is in getting these things. These are expensive. And if you're not sure what I'm talking about, I am talking about one of these things, like little label printers. Alright, so the cartridge goes in the back there and allows you to print little labels out. Now, there's lots of different sizes of tape, different colours, and so this one's a black on clear, as I say. So I wanted to get something which would actually blend in a lot better, because normally I've got black on white. And that's okay, but sometimes you don't want the white to be there, so I thought I'll get one of these. This is obviously out of AliExpress, and I'll chuck the link in down below there somewhere. And it was fairly cheap, and I think this, normally you're paying something like $20 or something for one of these cassettes, like a genuine one, and this was a fraction of that cost. I think it was, I think it's about $8 or something like that. Effectively, it's cheap. Quality is probably not as good, but you know, it's a stick-on label. If it falls off, just do another one. Alright, next thing. Alright, a bit more heat shrink tube. This must have taken a long time to arrive, because I purchased all the heat shrink tubing all at the same time. From different places, and I just a little bit of binge. Oh, I need to get some heat shrink, so I bought a whole bunch of heat shrink. So this has arrived about a month after all the other ones. So yeah. Anyway, it's like about 4mm or 5mm or something like that. But anyway, it's cheap. I'll chuck a link in, maybe, but maybe you don't want a link for this one because it took so long to get here. You probably don't want to buy it from that particular person. And let's see what this is. Ah yes, audio amps, right. If I can get them out. So these are UPC, try and get the thing in shot. Yeah, UPC 1242H. You would have seen, hopefully, a video I did recently repairing a radio where one of these had blown out a big hole in it. And I used one of the last parts I have, so I think I only got one other one left. So I bought some more. I don't use this often. I think I've only ever replaced about 3 audio amps ever. But when you need one, you need one. So this is probably going to do me another 20 or 30 years. They don't go often, but I don't know, maybe with radios getting older and maybe they'd be more likely to be seen, but yeah. Anyway, so I've got 5. That's enough. Right, so that's that for my bag. Not particularly exciting this stage. Yeah, there'll be more video after this, so I'll tack some more stuff on when I get the next lot of stuff. Right, time for some mailbags. So I've got a few items here, and we shall go through them. So let's have a look. Been a bit busy recently, so I haven't got a lot of videos done recently, so it's a bit. I like to try and do like 2 or 3 a week, but I think I've done like 2, maybe 1. I've been so busy. So okay. So I had these made. I think no, this is the standard one. Sorry. I I've purchased some protective seals, like just some warranty seal things. Thought I'd come in handy for some things. You know, if a bit of test gear I'm selling and selling it on after I've repaired it or something, at least I can stick some warranty seals on them to make sure that they are looked after, I suppose, to make sure I don't get ripped off by someone's house, but it doesn't work and they've opened up and played with it or something, so that happens. So I thought I'd get some of those. Next thing. That's a bag inside a bag. That's great. Now this makes me laugh actually. Sometimes when you buy things from China, they send them without a battery because they can't send batteries. But you can buy batteries from China. I'm not sure how that makes sense, but as usual now, I'll stick links down in the description for any stuffers, anything that appears on here. So these are some 18650s. Now I don't actually own any. These are the very first ones I've ever got. So they feel fairly heavy. They feel okay. Battery weight, that feels about right. So yeah, I purchased these to go with the charger, which I purchased recently as well, which is to go with this gadget in here, which takes a battery. So yeah, anyway, so now I've got some. Am I going to use them much? Probably not. I don't. This is the first time I've actually got anything that uses them, but they seem to be quite common on the internet. Lots of people seem to have them on. So yeah, it's likely to be something I end up using. Actually, I should tell you a bit more about these. What are they? These are 3.7 volt. Capacity, I don't know. I don't remember. I don't remember what they're supposed to be. I may or may not test them to see what they do. I don't know. We'll see. And this is something I've completely forgotten about, it would seem. Right, it's an ESP32, I think. No, ESP8266 with an LCD screen. A couple of those. I don't remember what these were for. I purchased two of them. I was planning something, I don't remember what it was. I will have to look into that and figure out what the hell I was doing. I've obviously completely forgotten. I've been swamped with stuff recently. Other kind of work, not necessarily electronics related. Right, these are the ones I had made. Okay, so these are for my radio work. I've been using some yellow ones for years, but I'm getting a bit low on that paper. And I thought, well, I'll just, instead of me messing around printing them and cutting them up to make them into labels, I thought I'll just get some made. So these are were done in China, so these were done to order, and they weren't that expensive. Now, these are supposed to be void stickers, so when you stick them on, they actually go to a void label if you damage them. I don't really want to waste one though. So yeah, it's supposed to be peel it off. If you stick it on something, when you peel it back off that item, it will say void. Like these proper security labels. So that's the plan. So anyone doesn't know me from my Radio Mod site, there it is. Right, radiomods.co.nz. I've started that site many years ago. It's for CB radio modifications and stuff like that, if you're interested in that sort of thing. And next thing, I think I did that. I started a site in 97 or 96, something like that. It's like 20 years ago now. Something like that. It predates CB Tricks. If you've heard of CB Tricks, I actually started it first. So, anyway. And here are some clip header things. There we go. It's a little press-in header for ribbon cables. 10-pin header, a bit like ones I've done in a previous mailbag. Yeah, so it's the same kind of thing. Just clip them together. IDC connector things, ribbon cables. So you can go straight onto a circuit board, solder those on, and clip the cable straight in, and not actually have a connector. Those could be handy, certainly. Let's just pause this video for. Okay, next thing. This is not very exciting. Alright, some cable ties. So these are 100 units, 3mm by 100mm cable ties. So I think I've only got about 5 left, so I thought I'd better get some more. And normally I buy them from shops, but they're quite expensive. It's like, it doesn't make sense what they are, you know. So I bought some in China. This is why the local economies are tanking, you know, because all this stuff I'm buying is coming from China because it is way cheaper than buying it from a shop over here. You know, if they had like a 50% markup, that'd be fine. I'd pay that instead of having to wait for a month for it to turn up, right? But when you got a 1000% markup or more, I'm not going to buy it from you. It's stupid. I'd rather wait. Anyway, right, that's my little rant. So here's the stuff. So this is for radio work, this is for non-radio work. Seems sense one after it. But I'm going to have to look into these bloody ESP things. I don't remember what I purchased those for, so they've got those little screens on there. Anyway, I'll figure it out. Yeah, catch you later. Right, so now I've got these batteries in that mailbag. I thought I'd just look at this one which I actually got in the previous mailbag, that charger. So let's just pop some batteries in and see what happens. Not particularly clear, but I'm guessing that's a positive since it's got a smaller cap. So let's pop one in. Oh, it's got a little gauge there which shows its voltage. Doesn't actually read it out though. It's showing about 3.6 though. It's got any controls? Doesn't, does it? It's just in there. And I've got another battery here. Let's drop that one in. So that's showing half an amp there as well. Now this runs off USB, so it's running off a USB. That must be power going in. That must be a cumulative display to show how much power has gone into the battery. Yeah, that's what's going on there. So they say this runs off USB, so it's got like a very low current limit. Just doing half an amp there, and my power supply is just a little Apple power supply for a phone, I think it was, so it's only half an amp or maybe an amp charger. This is rated for 1 amp on here, but you can't see it right now. Okay, so yeah, these are cumulative chargers, and that's, there you go, it's showing it's coming up. So let's just take one of these back out, and that's reset back to 0. Still showing half an amp. Still showing half an amp. So that's a bit odd. I wonder why it shows half an amp all the time. Okay. Very interesting. Wonder what the story is with that. Not quite sure that's right. But anyway, cumulative charging. That could be handy, I suppose. So I might just charge all these batteries up and put them back away. That's, you know, I don't like to leave these things. There we go, 2,600 milliamp hours. That's what I was looking for, just there. So all good. But it's interesting. What it says, half an amp. continuously, even though it's not charging suddenly. Bit interesting. Right, all done. Right, I've got a few more items here for Mailbag, so I'm going to go through them and open them up. So let's just clear this pile out of the way and we'll get started. Right, first thing here is this. Let's see what's in it. It sounds rattly. Okay, so this is a box of LED bulbs and bulb holders. Now the reason I got this was for the my motorhome, where I did the dashboard repair not too long ago. I did a little video on it. It wasn't much of a repair, just a bit of refurbish really, and replace a few bulbs. But I didn't have any 24 volt bulbs, and that's what these are supposed to be. So the bulb holders look about right, and here's a range of different colour bulbs. They're actually different colours, so you've got white, yellow, green, blue and orange. Okay, but yeah, they're supposed to be 24 volts. So too late now, but the next time I pull something apart which needs a new bulb in it, which is 24 volt, and it needs one of these holders, then I now have some. I didn't have some before, now I do. Okay, here's the next thing. I have an idea what this is. I'm going to try and open it carefully because I don't want to cut into what's in it. Right. I just had to get it. I had to. Yes, it's a shirt, and I think this is extremely appropriate for a lot of things I see in life. Be it roadworks or the way councils do things. Yeah, it speaks for itself. Okay, next thing. Let's see what this is. Right, it's a switch. 8 port, 10, 100, 1 gigabit switch, 8 port, power over Ethernet. Says port 1 to 7, so obviously 1 port is the output. And here's power designation, which is interesting. So, which we'll see if I purchase the right thing. This isn't the sort of thing I normally do. Is internet switches and Ethernet networks. I have a bit of an understanding about it, but it's not like my thing. So I've probably got a bit of research to do on this. But anyway, so ProSafe. So there's the various specs for different ones. Must be this one. 8 port 4 gigabit PoE Ethernet switch. Must be this one. And since the last one in the book, I'd say it probably is. So here we go, the specs. I'll get it a bit close so you can see them. Try and get the light on it. In case anyone interested or is looking for one of these, because obviously I'll stick the links down below. Yeah, I think I purchased this from AliExpress. I've got something coming from Banggood too. I think I purchased this from AliExpress, this one. I'll have to go back and look, but we'll see if it does what I want. I've got no idea. I actually, I've got to do a video on it yet. I actually scored a set of 4 IP cameras from work. They're disposing of them. They already upgraded all their security system to latest technology and stuff. And these cameras are actually not bad cameras. The network video recorder which came with them, well, it's actually a DVR, not a network video recorder, came with this. Must have been from another system they were also disposing of. That was really ancient. It's not worth anything. It's not really worth even trying to get it going. It does work, but it's just not worth it. And the IP cameras that came with it seem fine. Actually work okay. They got really nice resolution, that sort of stuff. So, but I'll need to get that system up and running. In fact, I need some parts, and this is one of the things I need, is a PoE switch, so I can get those cameras set up. I've already got security systems and stuff, you know, cameras and lots of stuff already here, but I wanted to play around with IP cameras because it's not something to play around with yet. Since I've got some, I might as well, you know, have a go with them. They do seem to be quite nice quality pictures, so I'm likely to actually upgrade some of my system to that. But anyway, yeah. PoE switch. So I'm on the front first. So what reason I purchased this one? Well, I was really badly aligned, because it's got all the indicators on the front here, so you can actually see what channels are doing what, and you know, PoE is active and gigabit and that sort of stuff. But the LEDs are, you can probably see there, and it's really not aligned very well. Yeah, I might have to actually open it up and have a look at that. Just because it will bug me seeing that. And so I see 8 ports, 48 volt input, and comes with a brick, of course, which is suitable. So it's 52 volt output for 2.3 amps, and this says 48 volt DC. Yeah, well, it came with it, so that's pretty fine. And a New Zealand based, New Zealand Australia power cord, so looks fine. So it's something I'll be playing around with at some point. I'll probably do a video on that. Let's see how we go. Okay, last thing. Let's see what we got. Depth adapter. Getting quite a collection of those. Ah, okay, so right. This one's going to have a extended video on it. I can tell you that right now. Reason being, this is the other thing I was expecting. This is from Banggood. Now, there you go, Banggood. Now, they're very generously, again, have provided this for me, free of charge. So I'll be doing a video review on this thing. So I'll just have a little quick open up now and just have a look and see what's actually in here. So I'll do a proper review on this yet. I won't be in this part of the video. I'll do a separate video for that. This is a network video recorder. The idea is that I use this for the IP cameras I just mentioned. So that's the plan. So it has LAN, eSATA, VGA. This is HD, but it's also HDMI. USB ports and a micro USB, which is also power, 5 volt, 2 amp. Interesting. So it looks like it's using a micro USB for power. It's a little bit interesting. What else is in here? So little charger for power, adapter, micro USB on it, and 5 volt, 2 amps, sure enough. So I'm not quite sure about 2 amps for a little plug like that though, but anyway, that's obviously the way I've designed it. Obviously some software on there, and a little bit of a manual and stuff like that. So I'll do this pop in a later review. So yeah, we should get to that. That's my bag for now. Give thumbs up and stuff like that. Links will be down below, and especially for this thing. Anyone that clicks on those links to go to Banggood to look at this item is tracked back to my channel, and so doing that helps me to get more items and helps me to make more videos and that sort of stuff. So if you're interested in an NVR network video recorder, go and click on the link below, this will be on, and also look at the review I'll be doing for us once I've had a chance to have a play around with it.